Hi everyone, welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I am Catherine. Today's video is a viewer requested video. It's in response to the decorative fabric boxes that I did a week or so ago, but I did have some raw footage, so I'm able to really give further details as to how to cover your boxes with fur. Again, this is raw footage, hope you don't mind, but I sure would like to answer your questions, and that's why I went ahead with the video. So let's go to work. Now here are the items that you will need to complete your project. You will need a box. You want to get a deep box like this one here. Faux fur, your choice. Scissors, trims, anything that you can find that you love, like bling or tassels, it really doesn't matter. Gemstones, optional, and of course a hot glue gun. Okay, 2 points that I want to make. I did not want this to be a Pinterest fail, so this is actually the second time that I'm wrapping this box. That's what you saw in the first video. So guys, the way you got the length and the width of the fabric is not with a measuring tool or ruler or anything like that. You simply lay the box on top of your fabric and then roll it across 4 times for all 4 sides. You'll get your width and you'll get your length, and then you just simply cut it. The box is your measuring tool. And you're just cutting one piece of fabric that's the length and the width of the box. It doesn't cover the top or the bottom. Now you want to drape your fleece or your felt over the edges of the box. Just make sure it covers the edges. Now I've added my glue and I'm placing this white felt over the bottom of the box. Yeah, the bottom of the box wasn't pretty at all, so that's why I'm adding the felt. This is optional. Now, if you have fleece or felt, you can use either one to cover areas like this. It's perfectly fine. Hobby Lobby has like those 8.5 by 11 sheets of felt that you can get for projects like this, but you know, you might not have enough to do some of your larger boxes. You may have to buy it by the yard to be on the safe side. Okay, so let's go ahead and secure these corners where the felt is located. Now our goal is to get a very smooth transition. So what we want to do is come up a little bit over that edge, and this is the salvage edge. So you want to come up a little bit over so that everything falls in alignment with the edge of the box on the top and on the bottom. Now we can trim this off, but I definitely want to make sure that this edge here is a little bit more over the corner of the box. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Start right here. And you kind of stretch and push the fabric, making sure that the edge is intact here at the very top of the box. Okay, and let's let that cool down completely and be permanently in place, because you'll need something to be stationary while you're stretching and pulling the rest of the way. Now these are from the previous application, so when I was doing a trial and error, because I wanted to show you guys the right way, and I'm going about halfway the whole thing and pulling and stretching. And it cools down very fast. So a little bit along the top and go down here along the bottom, back up, come onto the corner. And as you can see how clean that is, it looks really, really clean. I like that. Now on the bottom you are over the edge, but again you can go back and just trim and go ahead and just let it lay underneath a little bit. Actually it'll look really nice sitting down and kind of cascading out just a little bit. It'll look really nice like that. So you don't want to trim too much off of it. Now when you come to the edge of your box, that final edge, what you want to do is just trim off the excess to the point that you have about 1/2 inch to fold underneath, and then apply your glue. So that way your seam is going to look natural, and it looks like it's just going to flow
all the way around the box. So we're on that corner now. So you want to, knowing that you're going to fold it over and basically pinch the glue into the seam, you want to just cut a little bit of that fur away so it's not too thick and you don't develop a hump or a lump, shall I say. Just cut a little away from that corner. And I'm really about 1/4 inch onto that seam. I'm not going too deep. It's like giving it a haircut, you know. So you see how we shaved a little bit of it away, and that'll fold under, and we'll pinch. Let's go ahead and get started. Now we're going to go ahead and add a little bit into the seam that we're going to fold under. I know it looks a little slimy. Just a pinch fold. You got to be careful because that glue is hot. Just a pinch. Good. And now we just close up the seam into the box. It's getting a little messy. Oops, better watch that corner. See what I mean? And it connects better. Looks a whole lot smoother. Pushing that glue down. And while that glue is cooling off, I continue to pinch. And that just really seals that seam like I want it. Nice.
And for the bottom of the box, I decided to just glue the faux fur down to the bottom of the box as is. Besides, it was shedding all over the place. You can see how my hot glue gun looks. But yeah, I just glued it down and there was no cutting needed. Once again, no ruler required. You just use your box lid, place it on top of the fabric, and trace around it prior to cutting. Now, when I cut the box lid fabric, I actually cut it about 1/2 inch more. Again, the fabric for the top of the box is cut a little bit larger than the actual shape of the box, so it can hang over the sides. So you simply want to apply the fabric to the top of the box. The box will be in the very center of the fabric. Once you have applied the fabric only to the top and not the sides, apply the trim. Then you'll go back and apply the glue to the edge of the fabric, which will actually hang over your bling on a roll just a tad, and that way it will all look connected. So now you've applied your glue to the top of your box and you place your box top in the center of the fabric. Press down just a little bit. So you see how that fabric hangs over the edge just a little bit? That's what you want. Now you apply your bling on a roll, not gluing down the sides of the fabric. Now we simply glue down the edges of our fabric. You can roll it under if you want, or you can glue it just like that. That's typical fur. That's how they do it. They just glue it to the edge and you're done. You don't have to do anything extra to this. I added a little glue to those little corner holes there and folded them down. Now you can apply any finishing touches to your little diva box that you want. You can do gemstones to monogram it, or just scatter the gemstones in an assortment of sizes all over it. I love this idea. But I found this brooch and I adhered it to the actual box, not the lid. So when you raise the lid, this brooch stays in place. And you can play with this any way you want. You can even add a bow to it. It really doesn't matter. Just have fun with this idea. Now it's a blessing to have a viewer say, I want to do one of your DIYs, but I need more details, and I'm truly appreciative of her taking the time to put that comment out there. Thank you to my existing and new subscribers for turning on your notifications. Click that cogwheel if you're subscribing on the internet, and then click the box. Send me notifications for this channel. If you're subscribing on your mobile phone, remember, if you want to be notified, turn on your notifications. You will be notified with every new video from this channel. You see that message? You are good to go. I thank you for considering me to be a part of your subscription list. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, stay in prayer and stay creative.